Have you noticed it's harder to find peel and stick wallpaper and floor tiles in the stores now? Everything you have to order online. And sometimes that can be a little scary and you may not know what to order. Don't worry. Today we're gonna go on Amazon and see what we can get online. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Akila with DIY Power Couple, and if you're new here, welcome. Whether you're doing a backsplash or wallpaper or transforming your floors, I'm gonna walk with you through everything you need to order to make your next peel and stick project run smoothly. So are you ready to do peel and stick floor tiles? Let's walk through what we need for that project.
This is the 12 by 24 peel and stick tile that I absolutely love. It's the rectangular shape that gives it its porcelain or marble tile effect. You can see that this product has a lot of color options. These are some of the pattern and styles that you can buy from this company online. We've used this faux marble style a lot in our flooring projects. They're showing a stacked pattern style of installation in their photos. We like to switch it up a little bit, and we've installed them at a diagonal. And we've also installed them in a brick pattern. Peel and stick makes it easy to try unique tile layout patterns that would take forever with regular tiles. Peel and stick tile is a game changer for a small bathroom makeover. You can also find these popular floor pops, which are the 12 by 12 tiles. These square peel and stick tiles make it so easy to update a bathroom. I've seen them in hallways, in foyers, entryways, and even playrooms. Peel and stick floor tiles is just a fun way to change up the look of your home.
And if you want to know how many floor tiles you'll need, check out our video on how to measure your square footage.
And this will help you to know how many boxes of floor tiles you'll need to buy. And here's an option for peel and stick vinyl planks that you can buy online. Remember to buy at least one extra box for the space you need, because believe me, you will need it. I really like the plank look in small offices and laundry rooms for some reason, but you can use them anywhere. And I've seen a lot of people use them in their kitchen, and it really warms up the space. And these faux wood planks are so much easier to maintain and clean than real wood. We've used this neutral pH cleaner, and it has kept our peel and stick floors looking great for years.
We want to do peel and stick right.
Here are the tools that will help you install peel and stick floor tiles. It's great to have a sharp box cutter with extra blades. The same framing square you used on wallpaper, you can use for floor tiles. And before you get on that floor to do that project, go ahead and pick you up some knee pads or a knee mat, and you will thank me for it later. That's really all you need for peel and stick. But here are some other tools you might want to add to your cart. The speed square helps you to make precision angle cuts on your tile. We have found that cutting the tile in shapes around the toilet or flanges, that these hand pruners really work well. If you want to make it a little bit easier to install your peel and stick under door jambs and thresholds, this oscillating toolkit has really helped. But you don't need this for just one peel and stick project. This roller is great for wallpaper and floor tiles, especially if you don't want to rent a 100-pound tile roller to flatten your tiles. You may be using spacers with your tiles and then grouting them. Or you're grouting in between the tiles that you've butted up against each other. Either way, this helps to seal the tile. We like to use a multi-use tool, pre-mixed vinyl grout, and a grout float like this to apply the grout. Grouting helps to prevent the water from getting up under the tiles. Using caulk to seal the tile against the wall also helps. You can buy a waterproof caulk like this, but you'll need a caulk gun and some rags. Or you can try something less messy with a peel and stick waterproof caulk. If you don't want to take off your toilet and peel and stick underneath, you can peel and stick around the toilet and use this.
Also, do me a favor, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And a special thanks to all of you who have given us super thanks and supported the channel. We really appreciate it, and it helps our channel to grow. Peel and stick wallpaper is a fun and easy way to update a space. Here are some of the things you can get online.
Here's a boho peel and stick wallpaper. Sometimes they'll say wallpaper and they mean like an advanced contact paper. But you see here, there's lots of different styles, and it'll show you about the size, and make sure that you measure your space so that you'll know exactly how much to get. I like this. It's given, information on how to match the designs up. And I always check the item description to make sure that I'm getting the square footage that I need. And you'll always want to get an extra roll. Before we do any peel and stick, we've got to clean the surface. We have used TSP before we've done flooring and backsplashes. This is a textured wallpaper, and you can see that it's a little bit thicker than the wallpaper that is also kind of a contact paper. The nice thing about it, it has that grass cloth look and feel, and you want to make sure when you're ordering the colors that you verify the batch numbers if you're going to do a lot of rolls, so that they can all be the same and that there's no color differences with each roll. And you can scroll down and always check that the product is self-adhesive, so it's a true peel and stick. I want to address two things. One, a lot of the wallpapers say that they're waterproof, and people think that they can put them in their showers, but they really do not last. They're not going to maintain the way that you think that they are. And two, they'll say that it's easy to remove, but check in a small area of your home so that you are not messing up walls, especially if you are a renter. This is a popular peel and stick product. It's not as thick as average wallpaper. It's going to be a little bit thinner like contact paper. And in my opinion, I would use this on top of something like poster board or plywood or something that I could remove so that it becomes renter friendly. These peel and stick products need a smooth, flat, and clean surface to pull off this wood grain look. Believe me, these thin wallpapers do not look good on textured surfaces. Some of these peel and stick products even recommend using an extra adhesive, and you definitely don't want to put that on your wall because it will be permanent. That's why I recommend using certain wallpapers on a clean, flat, smooth, removable surface that you can easily change out. Here are the tools that you can order online for your wallpaper project. This kit will help you cut and smooth your wallpaper.
And I got you. I'll leave the links in the description.
If you want a more high-end look, you can try these acoustic panels. You want to make sure you measure your square footage, and you will need these basic tools to either glue them or nail them into your wall. I like using a cordless brad nailer like this one for simple, easy DIY projects around the house. This way I don't have to use a hammer and nail all the time. And a simple handsaw like this can be used to cut the wood panels to size. These are two other wall panel options. Perfect when you're ready to add texture to your space.
And if you're wanting to do a peel and stick backsplash, these are some of your options.
You can find anything you want on Amazon, so here are some things I want you to look for. If you're going to put this backsplash in the kitchen, it's good to see if it's heat resistant. You definitely don't want your peel and stick to melt off. The installation process is similar to peel and stick wallpaper. The only modification is you may need to sand your wall before you clean it. Sanding is very important if you are installing these peel and stick tiles over a painted wall. These sanding blocks can definitely do the job, and be sure to clean your surface afterwards. The main issue with peel and stick backsplashes is the need for that surface to be very clean. When we've done a laundry wall backsplash, we have used this adhesion to help. These backsplashes can be used in the kitchen, the laundry room, or the bathroom, and they're just a great way to update your home. Now there's no need to spend thousands of dollars on a makeover, and you don't have to go shopping from store to store. Updating your home is so much easier with a friend. Everything you need for your first peel and stick DIY project is right here on Amazon.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for spending time with me today. I know you'll do a great job, and remember, you can DIY too. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.